What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Diamondback Discussions Unfiltered. I'm Coach Rob. That man's not with me today. Coach Jace got married. He finally did it. He joined the club. Don't know whether it's a good thing or bad thing, but we'll figure that out in a minute. He is on his honeymoon right now, so we wish him the best of luck. He sent me a video yesterday. He is swimming with a stingray, and I told him he almost died, Steve Irwin style. He said he was close. He'd never swam that fast in his life. So, with that being said, had to find somebody to replace him for an episode or two, or maybe 3 or 4. Mr. Zac Ragsdale, we have him on. He is going to be here talking shit, talking about baseball with me. I am in my Dodgers jersey because the Dodgers play today, and that's the only jersey I have left with a winning record. So, with that being said, Zac, what do you say we get this thing started, bud?
Let's kick it off, man. How we doing?
We're doing good. Woke up a little earlier than I was supposed to this morning because working nights tonight. So I'm going to have to go back to bed after we finish this shit.
Oh, yeah.
But with that being said, we have a full day of baseball today. We have Mariners Tigers playing a game 4, and we have Blue Jays Yankees playing a game 4. We have Brewers Cubs playing a game 3. And we have Phillies Dodgers playing a game 3. I'm still stuck on. I think that the NL games are done after today.
Yeah.
I think Brewers win, and I think Dodgers win. I hate to do it to the Phillies because I love the Phillies. I would love for the Phillies to get a win today and stretch it into maybe 5. And if whoever wins from there wins, but I would absolutely love to see the Phillies get a win today. The issue is they have Aaron Nola on the mound. Aaron Nola has about a 6,708 ERA. And going up against Yamamoto.
Odds are not in his favor.
No, odds are not in the Phillies' favor.
No.
And they're in Dodger Stadium.
Yeah. No, it's all stacked up.
That's going to be a game to watch because if Aaron Nola has a good game, Phillies have an actual chance. But if Aaron Nola does Aaron Nola things, which, again, Aaron Nola, LSU guy, we love him. I don't think it's time for him to hang it up. Yeah.
If he hangs it up, I'm officially unk.
We're old.
Yeah.
We're old if he retires.
Yeah.
If he goes ahead and retires, I think we can officially call ourselves old.
Yeah. Yeah. There's a few players right now that are like that.
Yes.
I'm like, I can't because you just got to keep playing, keep my youthful spirit about me.
Right. Absolutely. And I don't, off the top of my head, I'm not 100% sure. Like Clayton Kershaw retiring to me, that this is his jersey.
Yeah.
Like this is Clayton Kershaw's retiring. That's I feel old. Like, dude, when Brandon
league as long as I've been watching baseball though, so it's
absolutely when Brandon Crawford retired, I felt old.
Oh, really?
Yes, because I grew up watching the shortstops, like the Jeters, the Brandon Crawfords, the even at third base, Arenado. Like I grew up watching those young guys.
Yeah.
And now like they're starting to kind of just one by one
retire.
Yeah. And now you get these young guys in there, like for instance, Jackson Chourio with this Brewers team is insane. He hit this dude just hits. And that's the thing. He was in his first at bat in game 2 against the Cubs. They were going curve, and he ended up just smashing it down the line. Like ended up getting he got a base hit. He got hit a double or something. I forget what it was.
Mm-hmm.
So they bring in another pitcher, and his second at bat, he ends up going. They go all fastballs, and it goes 99, 100. I think on his either on the 4th or 5th fastball, it was 101.4, but it was all fastballs, all at bat.
Yeah,
and it got smashed. It was the one, I don't know if you saw, I think Dakota sent it, where it was, or no, Gabe might have sent it, the picture of PCA leaping over the fence and the ball is like fucking 40, 50
Yeah.
foot above his head. That was Jackson Cherio's home run off of that fastball.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. And it was, first of all, don't jump. Don't jump at that. That's
No.
one you just watch.
Yeah.
You got to give a courtesy step. Give a courtesy step for your pitcher.
Uh-huh.
Take 2-3,
Yeah.
and then you just watch it
You
go
just
over your head.
watch it.
Because
Yeah.
there's no need, because you come down and you can pull a fucking oh damn it, first baseman for LSU, big first baseman for LSU.
Dykeman Jones?
No, recent 2023 year. He played DH mostly.
Travinsky.
No,
Damn, bro.
lefty. Big guy.
Come on, Rob.
Oh,
Come
God
on, Rob.
damn
23.
it.
There were so
Hold
many
on.
different players that have
Tore his
played.
ACL in 2022 before the first game of the season. They were in the huddle, and he was in the middle, and he jumped up, and when he landed, his last name starts with a B, I want to say.
Beloso.
Yes, Gabe Beloso.
Okay. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
You want me to tell you the name that was in my head?
Yeah, come on.
Craig Breslow. It's not even close.
CB is in it. Yeah,
It is. But yeah, Gabe Beloso. PCA jumps right there.
Yeah.
And comes down. Freak accident. Tears ACL.
Achilles.
We don't know. He looks stupid.
Yeah.
He looks stupid at that point.
Yeah. I mean, it's just like Mason Smith, first game against Florida State. Yeah.
Yes.
Jump, celebrate. Yeah. Anytime that happens, it's like, come on, dude.
Dude, I understand. I understand the Beloso one. I can kind of understand the Mason Smith. This guy you said.
Yeah. Yeah.
I can understand him. Kind of.
No.
I don't understand PCA jumping right there.
No,
I don't.
PCA got that kid that played outfield growing up that you'd put out there because he's got the crackhead energy. You
Right.
throw him out there and then just let him. I mean, there was a kid I remember growing up. This kid hit a bomb off of me. I mean, just straight up, it was soaring out, and our left fielder threw his glove up at it to try to knock it down. That's the type of energy that PCA gives off to me.
Yeah, which is an automatic triple, by the way. So, kids, if you're listening, first of all, get your parents' permission because we do say some words on here. And second of all, if ball hit over your head and you decide for some ungodly reason that you want to throw your glove up and that ball hits that glove, it's an automatic triple.
Wow.
The more you know. I don't know if you knew that or not.
I did not know that.
Yes, so it is if your equipment is not on your body, like ball rolling by you in the outfield, like in the gap, center fielder, right fielder running towards it, and center fielder decides to take his glove off and throw it, and it hits, automatic triple.
Wow.
Yep. Same thing with, and you've seen it too in MLB, to where catcher blocks a ball, takes mask off, uses the mask to stop it. That's an automatic extra base for
really.
And here's the cat.
I'm surprised mine hadn't tried to come and jump up on my lap.
Yeah, I don't understand. This is not. I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of this.
I mean, he or she feels very welcome with you, apparently.
And then there's a dog behind just giving the eyes. Hey, you. Hey. You want to talk? You trying to? Okay.
Trying to say something.
Yeah, you trying to say something? Okay. Well, let me just put my pussy on the ground. But anyway, look, this slate of games coming up today, it's going to be a great day. I'm going to try to watch as much as I can. For sure, I'm going to be able to watch probably the afternoon games. Okay, well, maybe the cat wants to just come up here.
Oh, it's just special guest.
Yeah, we got another special guest. But I might be sleeping for the Mariners Tigers, just for a little bit.
That TV right there, as soon as we're done with this baseball postseason.
Absolutely.
Got to.
Absolutely. It's the best time of the year, honestly, because you got college football that's like kind of you're starting to get into conference games and you're starting to like really see kind of who's who. Which, hey, I'm doing something here. Thank you. Jesus Christ. Anyway, but yeah, so college football is like really kicking off. You got NFL. It's kind of it's getting there, right? You're what 5 games in NFL or four
Yeah,
games in, something like that. Um, and your postseason baseball.
yeah.
This is probably it doesn't get any better than this because even when the World Series comes, like you're almost like kind of towards the end. You already know what teams are essentially getting in and not, and like right
Hmm.
now it's a toss up because
Yeah.
yes, LSU's a 1-loss team. Mm, Brian Kelly.
We got time. We got time to talk about that in a little bit.
Brian Kelly is not a fan favorite. Let's just go. Let's just say it like that.
No.
I don't personally like him. I think you're almost better off giving Blake Baker the reins and
Yeah.
calling it a day. Joe Sloan probably needs to go as well.
Yeah.
Um,
I look. Our offense was better last year with the dual coordinators and
yeah,
Cortez Hankton and Joe Sloan doing
yeah,
it, and then it just seems like every single year there has been some type of issue with Brian Kelly.
yeah,
First year, we don't have the quarter. Jaden Daniels is too protective of the football. We're not explosive enough. The next year, our defense sucks. Last year, our defense sucks, but we're making steps to get it better. This year's supposed to be the year. Joe Sloan is out there play calling like he's calling a third grade football game. Like we can't throw it down the field. We're going to swing it out wide. I don't.
Nussmeier apparently hurt.
Yeah, there's all that talk about that, but like, come on, dude. Like, you are LSU. Like, you are in the last 25 years top 5 programs in the country easily. Like, you're one
Right,
of the winners.
you should be, as you should
Yeah,
be.
you should be. You got all the resources. You got everything. There is absolutely no excuse to have a problem every single year.
Nope.
Like a major problem.
Every game, it seems
Yeah,
like there's a every game. It seems like there's an issue.
yeah,
And when the media addresses it, he gets pissed,
yeah.
which is not something you should do. You
No,
should
and
you should address it.
mhm.
You look at these baseball like post game press conferences, and you look and they'll hey, what went wrong, like to the losing team, and it's not like, well, why aren't you asking them? No, it's not. They answer it and they go, look, we are, we've worked on such and such, and it didn't happen tonight,
Mhm.
and all we can continue to do is keep working on what we planned and go from there.
Yeah,
And that's essentially what you should say.
every time.
But Brian Kelly, did you not see the last play? We ran the ball. It
Yeah.
was yes, it was a good run. Yes.
Mhm.
But that was the only rushing yards you had in the entire fucking game.
Yeah.
So
I'm
what
still I'm still so triggered by him saying, "You're spoiled. You're
yes.
spoiled." Like,
Yes.
dude,
And
yeah, I'm
I
supposed to be spoiled.
yes.
As a fan of my football team, your job is to spoil me so
Yes.
we can show up and keep supporting you. you know?
Absolutely. And I don't I don't get it. And I've
Mhm.
even heard that they tried to keep the other offensive coordinator from last year. They tried to keep him, and
Hankton or Denbrock?
I think it might have been Denbrock.
Denbrock was 23.
Okay, well then Hankton.
Yeah, I
So
think
when
Hankton was,
they had both of them last year,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah. So they try. I heard they tried to keep the other one and get rid of Sloan, and the other one said nah.
Uh,
And so that's what I heard. Could be wrong. I'm probably wrong. I'm not a big, not in. I'm not into the football world like I am the baseball world, but essentially that is what the census is. That
yeah.
they did not really want to keep Joe Sloan, but that's what they had.
See, I even think at that point, there were so many options um, that you could have gone down. I mean, I'm saying that, and it's like, well, what are the options, Zach? It's like, mm,
But
should have
so
never let Denbrock go. I mean,
that's exactly how I felt, though. That's how I feel with when they hired Brian Kelly.
mhm.
What were the other options out there? Was Brian Kelly the best one?
Yeah, just Billy Napier or Brian Kelly pretty much was the options then.
Right. And Sunbelt Billy has proved himself to be Sunbelt Billy.
Sunbelt Billy all the
Yeah.
way. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So there was a stat that came out and it was like there's no coach better than Billy Napier whenever he's on the hot seat when
On
he
the
might
hot
get
seat.
fired,
Yeah,
and they beat fucking Texas.
they did
Which
it last year with LSU. No,
Texas this
man,
year is just they're not ranked anymore.
that is straight up nepotism going on in Texas. So
Yes, I'd be curious to see him go to like transfer out and go to, I don't know, say like North Carolina, go play under Bill Belichick,
okay,
and go there and see if he thrives and see if it was Sark or, which
Arch.
I don't think it's Steve Sarkisian. I don't think he's the issue. I think it's actual Arch Manning.
Quinn Ewers.
Quinn
Everybody was
Ewers,
like, everybody was shitting on Quinn, right? But then he leaves, and it's the Arch show, and they look like shit.
correct.
Quinn Ewers. So football is kind of more my thing as
Right,
far as like the players.
right.
There's been two perfect high school quarterbacks, perfectly like rated
Across
high
like
school
all
quarterbacks.
4 years or all.
Well, so like coming out of high school, like you get a rating. I think the highest you can go is like 200, right?
Okay,
That is a perfect recruit. There have
okay.
been two ever at quarterback: Vince Young, Quinn Ewers.
Both of them went
That's
to
it.
Texas.
Both of them wound up at Texas. Quinn started at Ohio State, wound up at Texas,
True.
but he out of high school was one of the most highly touted prospects ever at that position, ever. And everybody shit on Quinn Ewers because he just he didn't. I guess he didn't perform to that level. But now that Arch is out and you're seeing what he's doing with the same offense, it's
Yeah.
like, okay, maybe Quinn was actually a little bit better than
Yeah.
we all
Well,
thought.
and it's mainly like the fans of UT that are like, all right, maybe this is enough. Do we have a backup to
Yeah,
Arch
yeah.
now? And I think they're kind of doing the same thing. And I look for the Manning family. I hope he turns it around because I was a huge Peyton Manning fan growing up.
Hmm.
Um, like
I
my
love
grandma
Eli.
would kick me out the house. My grandma would kick me out the house whenever the Saints played the Colts
Oh wow.
because I was cheering for Peyton Manning.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
Traitor.
yeah. So
Just for Peyton though.
I had a Peyton Manning jersey, a Colts jersey. Dude, I was a huge Peyton Manning fan. I've
I get
watched
it.
the Book of Manning, the
Yeah.
the the SEC film or whatever. I think it's the SEC film. The Book of Manning. I watched that like 3 times. What people have to understand is that this is not Arch Manning is not a product of Peyton or Eli. He's a product of Cooper.
Cooper.
Cooper was a wide receiver.
Yeah.
He was a good one because Newman back in the day, Newman played some damn good schools.
Yeah. They used to play Curtis and all them back in the
Right.
day. Yeah.
Now they don't.
Yeah.
So yes, Arch looked very good at Newman. But
Yeah,
it
because
was
he's
but
playing
it was
Riverside Christian Academy.
right.
Yeah.
But when you're playing the school for the deaf and the blind every week,
Yeah.
it's one of those things to where maybe we have to okay.
You
Hey,
gotta you gotta open up the narrative on how they recruit these kids out of these small schools. Like it's very rarely do you see a kid go from a small and this is just Louisiana experience
right.
seeing kids from small 2A that blew up. uh, they don't succeed all the time. I mean, it's the big fish in a small pond theory. You
Well,
know,
see, what is St. Aug? What is
and
what
Aug's
is St.
5A.
Aug's? Okay, that
They're a
makes sense.
5A private New Orleans high school that like recruits.
Right.
So they can get the best of the best. Edna Carr, 5A public or private high school. I think they might be select. I don't think that they're public.
I don't
But
see why
like,
you don't see more guys from like Catholic High. Like,
I think that that is due in part because it's a lot like how Dutchtown and Zachary were with their athletics, where you have a lot of really good players, but not a lot of stars, and you have a very well coached program to
right.
where like they know how to win, and they're going to get the absolute most out of the talent that they have available to them.
Yeah.
You know,
Well, because Catholic recruits and Catholic, apparently they got in trouble for recruiting,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
But
they did.
I didn't understand why you couldn't recruit.
I
Like, if you're paying for shit, that's one thing.
I think that
But
that's
there's
what.
all kinds of boosters and stuff that will pay a kid's tuition
Yeah.
to have him
So
go there, and I don't see an issue with that.
I don't either. I think it was that they were just giving them money on the side of uh, paying for tuition. I don't think you can do that or any of that.
I was like,
Uh,
well, with Darius Geis, like Geis went
dude,
there,
they,
Clyde went there, like,
that's why they got in trouble. It was for all of that.
yeah,
They got in trouble for so much stuff, but it didn't stop Catholic, dude.
no,
They refuel, reload every year.
absolutely, especially with baseball.
Yeah,
And I promise we will get back to baseball here in a minute.
yeah.
Could
We're going on a
you?
tangent.
Could you? Hey, stop, dude. She is wild this morning.
She's acting out, man. She heard you
Yeah.
talking about her earlier.
I guess she did. Yeah. Dude, chill out. But no, so look, so back to baseball, which I don't know if you've heard this narrative. There's a job opening, a few job openings for managers in MLB.
Hmm.
Okay. One of them being the Atlanta Braves job. I
Okay.
know we've kind of touched on this a little bit in the group text.
Hmm.
Tony Vitello has possibly interviewed for the Atlanta Braves job.
I saw that.
Atlanta has not announced who is their new manager. I did hear there was one more job available. I think the Angels job.
That's a death sentence for any manager.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
and that's with the Angels. I forget who I was talking to Jace about this because with the Angels, it's I think he was saying I think he might have been telling me that Tony was going to interview for that one too, or it was something like that, and I said I hope it does not happen because if no, it wasn't Tony, it was Albert Pujols. They
Yeah.
were interviewing. Apparently, the Angels were interviewing Albert Pujols to take over as the manager, and I said I hope that does not happen because the Angels ruin everything that they have.
Literally.
And if Pujols goes there, then they will ruin him.
Hmm.
And if they ruin him, then all of a sudden everybody says, "Well, he had a great career, but he was a shitty coach."
He's a shitty coach. Yep.
And that's just what would happen. And I would hate that for Pujols. I hope he gets offered it and doesn't take it. At this point, I now he's not. If he gets offered a job, he's not going to turn it down.
Yeah.
But with Ron Washington this year going and he had a bunch of heart problems and had to have
Hmm.
surgery and I think he's done. He said he wanted to be back if the Angels would have him, and the Angels said, "Hey, sorry you had all of these heart issues, but see ya."
Yeah. We're moving on.
And look, Ron Washington, I love if you've ever watched anything with him on MLB Network. Like so they did a little not a special, but they did something with like coaches around the league
Hmm.
when he was with the Giants, and he was just a shortstop. He was like a middle infield coach,
Hmm.
something like that. Well, he's working with the shortstops on short hops, and Ron was like on his knees doing these drills too, at
Yeah.
60 something years old. I think he's almost 70 now, I believe.
Hmm.
Um, but he was working with one of the young shortstops, and this dude had the shortstop on his knees on like a towel or something like that, and he was just they were just working through the ball. Ron Washington is maybe 10 feet away from this guy with a fungo, dude, and I mean, just one after another. And this, shout out to the shortstop. I forget who it was, but he is fielding through it.
Damn.
And dude, and it was very impressive to watch. Very, very impressive to watch. I don't know who's going to take the Angels job, but at this point, they need to look further in their clubhouse.
Yeah.
Because something, it's almost like the Saints.
Mm-hmm.
If we get rid of fucking Mickey Loomis, all is good in the world.
Is it just Mickey? I think it's Gale. I think that needs to be
Well,
sold.
so there's also another rumor that says that, and this is all allegedly. Yeah. I don't know shit. So there's also a rumor that Mickey Loomis is in the Benson's will to take over as owner if she passes.
Yeah.
Because I think she took all the kids out the wheel.
Look, we need to get back to the Angels because that's a whole tangent that I'm not ready to go down yet. I'm not ready for that one yet.
Next time.
I'll tell you,
next time.
But it's the same thing. You know, you got to look all the way up to the ownership if you're the Angels. I mean, you have, you know, you ruined Trout. You honestly, like I'm going to say it, you had Tyler Skaggs die in your organization.
That is 100% true.
Under the same ownership, you've had you spent all this money on Rendon. You let go of Ohtani.
Rendon hasn't played a full season yet, by the way.
Hasn't.
He's been there 4 years.
The first one right there, the biggest offense out of all of it, wasting Mike Trout.
I think it's partially wasting Mike Trout and having Mike Trout and Ohtani and not doing a damn thing with it.
Nothing. Yeah.
Since Mike Trout's been there, they made the playoffs one time, I believe.
Yeah.
And you just don't care. Like,
don't care.
When Mike Trout signed that long deal with the Angels, I was very, very upset.
Yeah.
Because he's just going to ruin there. I don't know what they have on him. Dude.
I've heard a few different things. So the biggest one though that constantly was, and you know, this is all Reddit and underground through the grapevine talk.
Right.
And I don't know how it gets all the way out here to Louisiana, but somehow, you know, it does.
Yeah. I don't know.
Is that he has an interesting, and this is all again just rumor, that there's some type of thyroid deal that Mike Trout has, right? And with that came that he uses some type of substance that the Angels have approved for him to use in order to keep that problem down. But the MLB will not approve of this. It's weird. I don't know how it works. The rumor, even with me saying it, sounds ridiculous, right?
That's interesting.
It's like they have him cornered, is what I'm getting at. If that's
so you go on the dark web to find the shit.
That dude, the onion router's on my computer. I don't ever open it though. It's kind of scary.
It's a very interesting take, and if it is true, that's wild.
But again,
Did you
rumor.
Stop? Jesus Christ! You're biting the fuck out of me, dude.
She's a kitten, huh? She's new, huh?
Yeah, she's little.
Yeah, I got this old ass man named Merle. He's an old cat that walks around here. He's like 14, dude.
Yeah, my wife said, "Can I get a cat?" And I said, "No." She said, "If I just brought one home, what could you do about it?" I said, "Well, fucking nothing, I guess." And so, sure enough, one day she shows up with a kitten that she thought was like 8-9 weeks old. So she brings it to the vet to go get shots and all. Cat's like fucking 4 weeks old.
Oh my gosh.
So she had to go. She had to come back home, wait another 4 or 5 weeks or whatever it is, and then go back, get the shots. And now, like, I think we've had it for 3 months now. So
You're going to turn into one of those that says, I hate this cat, but it's going to be sleeping on your chest here in a year and a half.
no, no, I'm not
Mm.
gonna say what I do to that cat when it crawls on my chest when I'm sleeping
Okay, that's
because
probably.
PETA might come after me. You know what I mean? But yeah, no, I got a black lab and a German Shepherd, a
Oh,
6-year-old lab and almost 11-year-old German Shepherd.
yeah, and you throw a freaking kitten into the mix.
Yeah,
Oh my
yeah,
gosh.
and they don't care. You would think that my whole thing was, look, if my dogs eat the cat, I'm not responsible, right?
Yeah.
My lab is scared of the cat, and then the German Shepherd, she does not give two shits, to where she'll be laying down and that cat will come up and just wrap around the tail of this German Shepherd. And she'll be laying down and she'll look up, look back at her tail, and she'll put her head right back down.
Yeah, she
She
too
doesn't
old.
give two shits, dude. That cat could ruin her day and it would not ruin her day.
She too damn old to care anymore.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Hey, so playoffs.
Yeah. Playoff baseball.
Yeah, I told you this is gonna happen. This
Yeah,
is gonna
that's right,
happen.
dude.
It happens with me and Jace a lot more than you think. But Jace is normally the one that keeps us on track,
Mm-hmm.
and he's not here, so it's okay.
This is how every conversation goes, pretty much.
Absolutely. This is if any. I don't think we have any female audience members, but if there are any women that are listening right now, and you've ever wondered in your head how a guy's brain works, this is it.
Literally.
This is it. And if you're ever wondering what guys do for fun, this is it. We will sit there and just talk, and it will go from one sport to the other, back to the other sport, and an hour will go by, and then we'll stop. By then, we'll be 2, 3 beers in,
Mm-hmm.
and then all of a sudden, now it's music, and we start talking about. And it's just that's how our brain works.
Every time.
We're very simple creatures, and if
Mm-hmm.
once y'all can get that through your head, I wanted to say thick skull, but we're not gonna do
Yeah.
that.
We're not going down that route
No,
today.
no, not going down. That's another conversation for a different day. Um, but once you get that through your head, you understand men a little bit better, and both of our lives are a lot better.
Yeah. It's very
Anyways,
simple.
um, Mariners Tigers game 4. Seattle leads 2-1.
Mm-hmm.
Seattle has Bryce Miller, the pitcher that they acquired from the Dodgers. I want to say this off season. I think it was his off season, but he came over in a trade. I think he's another guy that throws 100 miles an hour. He's good.
Mm-hmm.
Um, he's good, not great. He's like the 4th or 5th guy in their rotation, I think, behind Brian Wu. And then you have Casey Mize going for Detroit, and it's in Detroit. Casey Mize just like I
Yeah.
do. He played for Auburn. He's been kind of a uh like a 4 or 5, like same
Mm-hmm.
thing, kind of in with Detroit. He's not the best. He's not the worst. He's a He's a major league pitcher.
He's a
You know,
major league pitcher.
yeah, and
First
there's
strike.
nothing really that special about him. Games at 2 o'clock in Detroit right now. Betting odds. Okay, you're looking money line a little bit more in favor of Seattle at -105, but Detroit is just -115. So they're both minus. This is according to ESPN Bet.
Yeah.
Over unders 8.5, and run line is -1.5 in favor of Seattle. I I don't know. This is one of those games to where you have this hot Seattle Mariners team
Mm-hmm.
that's this series went 1-1. Detroit won the first one now, but Detroit's at home, but Seattle just won 2 in a row. and it's where do you go from here? Like Kyle Riley had a big game last night. J.P. Crawford hit one in the fucking stands, which you don't ever really see. He
Mm-hmm.
maybe averages 10 a year, and maybe averages 10 a year, but you have guys. Eugenio Suarez, dude, he's a fucking
Yeah.
dog, and I'm
Mm-hmm.
glad they got him back. And you do have this pitching, but let's see. So if Bryce Miller goes tonight, your game your game 5 starter would probably be Castillo.
Yeah.
And for Detroit, it would 100% be Scooble.
Yeah. If you're Detroit,
So,
you got to win today. Like, I mean,
right.
there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it.
If you're
Like,
Detroit, you have to get to game 5.
yeah, you got to win. You got home field today, right?
Yeah.
You got to win. You got
Yeah.
to take
You
advantage of
have to, you got to pull out a win. Um, Bryce Miller, let me look at his numbers because he regular season 4-6 with a 5.68 ERA.
Yeah, see, it's a toss up with that.
Right.
Those
And
pitchers can
then,
either throw a gem or get shelled.
right. And then you got Casey Mize, who, if I'm not mistaken, no, I am mistaken. He's tied for 8th, either in MLB or in the AL. Not 100%. It just says tied for 8th. He went 14-6 this year with a 3.87 ERA.
See, dude, you got the advantage tonight.
You have the advantage tonight, and you have to. This has to be a Detroit Tigers win, and you do it at home, and then you go back to Seattle for Game 5, and anything can happen in Game 5 because you have Scooble on the mound, and lately, Scooble hasn't had his best stuff. Lately,
But that guy is a psychopath. It
he
only
is. He
one.
is. He's very Paul Skeens like,
Yeah, Max
right?
Scherzer.
Right.
Yeah.
Like an old school Max Scherzer. He is very much. Could you not get in my face, please? Hey, that's a. Ow! Fuck. She bites. And yeah, very playful. And I'll play with her after this. I'll play with my pussy after this. Anyways.
Go in a dark room and play my pussy.
Yes. Detroit has to get this win, and I think I think they do. I think they do, but I do think that this is a high scoring game.
Yeah.
I think the over. I'd be looking at it. I don't know if I'd bet it. I'm probably not going to bet it.
You said the 8, and I immediately thought over.
Yeah, I mean it's a 6-3 game hits it.
Yeah.
And I think it kind of gets there.
Detroit having Mize on the mound and Seattle having Miller. I think a 6-3 game is kind of what we're seeing with Detroit taking it.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking here.
You brought up a very valid point though earlier today before we got on here about Lang being out. How much do you think that affects?
Well, he's been out for damn near the whole season. I mean, it's been he might have gone out I think halfway through. He had Tommy John, so it's not like he was coming back. Like they knew he was going to be done, and so other people have started to pick up the pieces. But dude, they won. I think I said it yesterday in the group text. They won fucking 2 games in September. Like
They did, dude. Yeah, they slowed down a lot.
They slowed down, and I don't think that they're on the heater that people think they are.
Mm-mm.
And so I would not be surprised if Seattle pulls out the win today, because they're just not. They almost seem uninvested. They seem like they're not invested in their wins and in their playoff picture, which could come to an end today. And hopefully, reality sets in, and they go, "Oh shit! Like I'm about to." Our season. We're about to be in Cancun.
Yeah, after having the most amazing start in Detroit.
Absolutely.
Honestly, the best start to a season since like the '85 Tigers.
Correct.
They won like 120 games or something like that.
Absolutely. So I hope something lights a fire under the ass. Being at home, knowing that if you get to a game 5, you have your ace on the mound. Your last year's Cy Young winner on the mound, and hopefully he shows the fuck up too.
Yeah.
Because if he doesn't and he just just
Has a
goes out
build.
there and it's just like this. Like that's not school. That
No,
means
that's not.
something's wrong. And if something's wrong with Scooble this late in the season, that means that something will be wrong with Scooble next season. And
Hmm.
I'm not a fan of that. So
And you got to think: is it physical or is it mental?
I hope it's not physical. I hope it's just mental because there's therapy for that. You can
Yeah,
go. But there's also therapy for the physical thing. But if it's too physical, then hey, you gotta have surgery and you're out for a
you're
while.
out for a whole while.
And you might not
Mhm.
be the same person.
You're right.
You might just be a shell of a man that you once were.
Yeah,
And I hate to see that. You hate to see that in anybody's career, but it's happened. It's
it
happened.
has.
And we'll get to who it's fucking happened to. But yeah, I think Detroit pulls off the game today. I think it's a high scoring game. And I'm gonna say that if you wanted to also bet the spread, I think I think they're I think they're plus 1.5. I'd take that all day.
Yeah,
I'd take Detroit plus 1.5 because if they lose, I think they lose by one. They've
yeah,
played in close games. I think
yeah. It's not. I mean, it's
last
not like they're getting blown out. I don't.
no, like last night was 8-4,
Yeah.
and that was like the other games were 3-2 and 4-3.
Hmm.
Like they're this right here has to be. It's I think Detroit plus 1.5 is your bet today.
Yeah. This. I mean, we're talking about the team who was the best team for 2/3 of the season this
Right.
year. You know.
Correct. And then they just shit the bed and they had diarrhea running down their fucking leg in September.
Yeah. I hate. I
And
hate.
nobody was there to wipe it up because they were all shitting themselves.
Yeah, I hate watching teams doing that. And it's kind of surprising that that happened with such an experienced manager in charge of them in
So
Asia.
so here's the deal. I I like their manager. I like the way that they play the game because their manager is a real like game manager. Like
Hmm.
it's not like he's just out there saying, "All right, hit the ball." Like it's he's wondering, okay, if this guy gets on base and I bunt him over, like they're trying to do things in game that other teams aren't, and it
Right.
looks good on them, but they can't get the guys on base. And if they do, it's a single. They're not hitting the gap shots. They're not hitting the home runs like they should. They're not playing like Detroit in the first half.
Right.
And if they
Yeah.
can get that going, you can win this whole damn thing.
Yeah.
I'm very high on Detroit. I like the way that they play the game. My Mariners buddy would not be a fan of me saying this because he's obviously a diehard fucking Mariners fan. He's been on here twice, three times. Um, he he would like to see Seattle win 20 to -2 if he could,
Yeah. Of course.
obviously.
Yeah.
But that's one thing I don't think is going to happen here. And it's to me, you have to give Scooble the ball. And the only way to give Scooble the ball is to win this game.
Uh huh.
Then you go back to Seattle and you let both aces shove. And in that game, you bet the under.
Yep. 100%. That's a 2-1 game. To
Absolutely.
another game. Yeah.
That's a very close game. And honestly, I could see Detroit pulling that off. But
Could.
I'm not 100% on tonight. I would like to think I know what I'm talking about, but
It's just it's hard to call, because Seattle again, they've never won a World Series, so they got the team to do it.
they
You
won
know,
their first playoff game since 2001 in
yeah,
game 2.
yeah,
Like this would be not a Cinderella story because they've been on fire this year.
hmm,
Like, but that's the thing with that division that they're in. It always comes down to like the last week, and
hmm,
it's done that the last few years to where either Houston is on top, Texas is on top, or Seattle's on top
yep.
because the
Never,
Angels will never win it, and the
never.
A's. Watch out for the A's. in like 2027, 28.
Yeah, they're coming.
They're
They're
coming.
coming. Yeah,
They're coming. Either the year before they go to Vegas or the year they go to Vegas.
yeah. They're gonna be a problem here in a few
Yes.
years.
Yes. And one of those other teams is going to fall off. And I hope it's not your Rangers, but it's very possible.
We're just a mediocrity mid program. It's all we're ever going to be
That's
forever.
that's okay, bud. Y'all got a
It's
World
okay.
Series.
Hey, I won. Look, we won or won. I'm
Yeah.
all right, and we
Yeah.
did it.
You're good for the next 10 years.
I'm good for the next 60 years. If
That's
we're
what I'm
being
talking about.
honest.
Good job.
Because
You got to see a Rangers World Series in your lifetime.
yes, it pleased my inner child that watched David Freese just completely ruin my childhood.
Yes.
You
Yes.
know,
And
back to
Jose
back.
Batista
Yeah,
and Edwin Encarnacion.
yeah. Look, hey, just a poverty franchise, man.
Yeah.
But the one that we did win, we did it in epic fashion. So I'll take it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Against a team that probably wasn't supposed to be there.
No, absolutely not.
No, but they clawed and scratched their way.
It's
And they got it
beauty of
done.
baseball.
Yep.
Love it.
Look, let's move on to the next game, Milwaukee and Chicago.
Yeah.
Right now, as it sits, Quinn Priester is pitching for Milwaukee, and Chicago Cubs have Jameson Taillon on the mound. Neither of these guys have. It looks like they've pitched this postseason. That's kind of what it's showing me here. Your money line is leaning towards your Cubs. Okay. Over unders at 6.5. And so, which this is weird, right? So ESPN Bet has the Brewers run line at -1.5, Cubs +1.5. Money line, Cubs -125, Brewers +105. Tell me how that works.
Yeah, I don't get that.
It does not. That doesn't do it for me. Quinn Priester, if I remember right, this kid.
That last name Priester sounds really familiar.
You might be thinking of Blaze.
Yeah.
We had him on here. We had a really good conversation with him. He's a cool guy. He's tall as fuck. I didn't realize how big he was.
Really?
Yes. No,
he's
like
taller than me.
He's 6'2" about. I mean, I say tall as fuck. Like I'm 6 foot. Yeah. But like I did not think that he was that big. I thought he was more of a 5'11", like my height guy. But like whenever 2 inches is a big difference.
Yeah.
To all you women out there.
All those ladies out there.
Yeah, all those ladies out there. 2 inches is a big deal.
Yeah.
Unless that's all you have. Then it is what it is. Quinn Priester has started in 24 games in the regular season this year. 157 innings. What's his fucking... Why is it not showing me his... 13-3 with a 3.32 ERA, 132 strikeouts.
13-2 on the year.
13-3, yes.
3?
Well, I mean, you got to think the Brewers won quite a bit.
Yeah, they're good.
Right?
They're good.
Right. But also, see, this is what I love about the game of baseball, because right now, as it sits, the Brewers, I mean, as it says, it's regular season is done, and it finished with the Cubs having like I think they had, I want to say like if they would have been in a different division, I think they would have won the division.
Yeah.
They had a damn good record, but the Brewers just won that many more fucking games.
Yeah.
Like it was crazy. But now you have these two teams playing each other, which they've done all season because they're in the same fucking division.
Yeah.
So and I don't know what the split is. That
has to be so annoying. You work your ass off all year just to make the playoffs and then wind up playing your division rival.
Dude, so did you play tournament ball growing up?
Yeah.
Okay,
Mhm.
so you played for the Legends, I'm assuming.
Actually, I played whenever I was in high school. I played like for 3 tournaments with them, but I played
Okay.
for a team called the Nighthawks. As fun
Nice.
as that sounds,
Sick, dude.
yeah,
That
yeah,
it's kind of like band names, right? You can say if they're a good band by their name.
fuck yeah,
And the Nighthawks sound like a fucking badass. We played against a team called the River Cats,
yeah.
and we always used to call them ditch kittens,
Mm.
right?
Nice,
It was just one
yeah,
of the things. It was just something we did. But we would in tournament ball, we would travel and go to our World Series and end up playing a team from New Orleans.
hmm
We played New Orleans Monarchs so many fucking times in Pensacola, Panama City, and like you're thinking like, oh, I want to play. We're gonna play. Some team from fucking Ohio. Nope, it
nope,
was. We ended up playing the Ascension Warriors one time in our World Series.
yeah. A
We're
team that you can
literally
play down at.
a team that we've practiced at the same park.
Yeah, it's
And
so
it,
funny
it's
how that
it's
works.
oh, it's ridiculous, dude.
Yeah,
Now I will say, whenever I started coaching, I don't think that ever happened. But when I was playing, it seemed like it was every fucking tournament, like every tournament
Mhm.
out of state. We were playing somebody that was 10 minutes away from us. We could have just done this in the backyard, brother. Like
yeah,
that was what it was. But Jamison Talion is going for these Cubs.
uh huh,
He's 11-7 with a 3.68 ERA. This is all regular season stats because
yeah,
I don't see any. Um, yeah, I just don't see any postseason stats. But 98 strikeouts. This is to me 11-7. How many games? 23 starts, 129 2/3. That's not a lot of innings. 129 and 2/3. Whenever what did Quinn Priester had? What one? Oh shit! Here we
I
go.
already forgot. I'm
Yep, me
sorry.
too. 157. And he had one more start. 157 in the third. Had one more start. So I don't know. Kind of checks out. Kind of checks out. I don't understand this money line and run line
No,
with
that
these
doesn't
two
make any
teams.
sense.
Let me tell you what I hope, and you already know the answer to this.
Uh,
I hope that Milwaukee walks in the Wrigley today, flops that big old dick out on the field, and goes, "Hey, this is mine. What's yours
yeah,
look like?" And the Cubs look over and they go, "Yeah, we don't want to." And then Milwaukee just goes, "Okay," and they walk on to go play in the NLCS as they should.
yeah,
Because here's another thing too. Craig Counsell was the manager of the Milwaukee Brewers.
hmm
He left and went to the Cubs.
hmm
That was this offseason.
hmm
So now you have a new manager. You didn't have Brandon Woodruff for half the year.
hmm
You don't have Corbin Burns anymore. You don't have there's all this shit that you don't have. You traded away Devin Williams
yeah,
for a bag of candy that you ended up giving to somebody else. So this Brewers team was not supposed to do this year.
no, not one bit.
And they're doing it, and they're doing it to the best of their ability.
Uh huh.
I gotta believe that this Brewers team is about to go in there and just drop dick on these Cubs.
I think I'm with you, dude.
I
Yeah,
you have to believe it. They don't have. You were supposed to have nothing going for you, and now you have everything in the palm of
everything.
your fucking hand. Quinn Priester's about to go out there and shove. Jameson Tallion's
Mhm.
about to get dropped out of this fucking. They're about to get Cubs are about to go to Cancun, and I'm not sorry about it.
I'm not sorry one bit either.
I,
I look. I am a big hate Chicago person out there, Chirac. Not like anything about Chicago,
yep.
honestly.
Yeah.
I just drove up last week on a road trip for work, passed through Chicago. Like,
This
God,
piece of
yeah, I hate
shit.
fuck, fuck this.
Yeah. No.
Yeah,
Christian Yelich, Sal Frelick, Jackson Churio, you name it, they're about to have a game. They're about to have a
Yeah.
game. The matchup predictor on ESPN also, according to ESPN Analytics, shows that the Cubs are 53.8% chance to
Mm-hmm.
win. So they have everything. The Brewers have nothing going for them, according to any of the betting, except for the fucking run line, which again, don't understand how that works. I would be willing to bet Brewers minus 1.5. And if you parlay that with the money line, that's plus money. You will win a solid bit of money. But don't take my betting advice because this is not legal advice.
Please don't.
Please don't, because the odds are if you bet it, Cubs will win, and I will get,
Yeah.
I'll get a bunch of hate mail and shit.
You're going to hate me. Please
Yeah,
don't take my
yeah,
advice.
you're absolutely gonna hate me.
I,
Blue Jays Yankees.
dude,
You have to go Yankees this game.
fuck the
I think this is a Cam Schlitter game, and you saw what he did to the Red Sox. The
dude's
Yankees
good.
are minus 180 and a minus 1.5. I think minus 1.5 is just across the board. I think that's just what they do because it's baseball and they don't, Cam Schlitter, goose egg ERA. He had 12 strikeouts against the Red Sox in his first postseason start.
Yeah.
I think his first start. I don't
Hey,
think he pitched any in the regular season.
I think you're right.
I don't think. Oh,
I
I'm
do.
sorry. I'm sorry. He was 4-3 with a 2.96 ERA.
He did pitch a little bit.
Yeah, in 14 starts.
So just a young, promising prospect.
Yes. Yeah,
Yeah.
just a guy to get them by. Garrett Cole goes out with Tommy John early in the season. Rondon hasn't really been himself. You have you don't exactly have all the pieces. It seemed like every time Luke Weaver came out, he was blowing a save. You go ahead and you trade for David Bednar. His first save attempt, he gets there, he blows it. Like
Mhm.
you don't have much going for you, and now you're in the playoffs. You beat the Red Sox, took you 3 games, and now you got blown the fuck out in the first 2 games. I think
The fuck out. Yeah.
yes,
Yeah.
blown the fuck out. Like it wasn't even
Wasn't even competitive.
yeah, it was almost like you didn't want to be there.
Yeah.
And you showed up last night. Aaron Judge hit a home run. Jazz Chisholm pimped the fuck out of one. It was a great game, but Blue Jays go up 6-1 early, and you think, all right, I'm just turning this game off. Like it's over with. And
It's
then you
over.
find out Yankees won 9-6, and you're like, holy shit, what happened?
God damn
Yeah,
it.
right. Like
Yeah.
and so now you have a chance, and you have probably, if he has another game like he did against Boston, you win this game and you go back to Toronto, which at that point you get Gosman again,
Hmm.
and hopefully you can hit him. Yankee
Yeah.
Stadium is also an easy ballpark to hit in.
Yeah. Hey,
Let's get that out the way.
how we were talking about earlier about a player that we're not wanting to see retire? There's another one right there.
Kevin
Golfman.
Gosman.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's getting up there in age too. I think he's what, 35, 36, something like that.
Same kind of age as Nola. They were all
Yeah.
around that same era.
Yeah.
Not issue.
Yeah, so you got that is another one. But dude, Vladdy Jr. is having a phenomenal postseason. I think he's like 5 for 12
Yeah.
in the postseason right now. Like he's tearing the fucking cover off the ball,
Yeah.
and also playing a great first base as well.
Better than his dad? Question mark. What do you think?
So we had this conversation last night. The best father son duo in the MLB, and I think right now as it sits, it has to be the Griffeys.
Yeah.
It has to be the Griffeys. But, and it's a big but, if Vladdy Jr. keeps this up, the best father-son duo will be the Guerreros.
The Guerreros. He's got Vlad. So I guess because of how much legwork Vlad Sr. did versus what Griffey Sr. did, kind of puts them at a good spot because Griffey Jr. carries the weight of that relationship.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, very much so. Even though, look, Griffey Senior was
There's nothing to
senior
scoff at.
senior senior was a great player. I think he's a Hall of Famer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
it's going to come down to what kind of career does Vlad Jr. have? Because right
Yeah.
now, my God,
He needs a.
he's he, he's
He needs
he's
a.
on his way.
Yeah. I
He's
think
on
if
his
he
way.
can
He
get
just has
more
to keep it
pitches,
up.
that look, man, that I hate the Yankees, so Toronto. That's my pick. Any if the Yankees are playing, I'm cheering for the other team. It's always how I feel.
So Jace is a firm believer that he cannot bet or he cannot take the Yankees in any game. If I were to take the Yankees in one game this season, it'd be this one. And it's only because of Cam Schlitter. If he goes out there and deals like he did against Boston, this is a Yankees game all the way in Yankee Stadium. It is loud in there. It's short porch. You see another multitude of home runs today. You see,
Yeah,
you see all the excitement. And then they go back to Toronto, Gosman deals, and all of a sudden
it's
the
over.
Blue Jays are going to face the mm,
Uh,
the uh, the
the
Tigers.
Mariners or the
I'm gonna go with the Tigers.
The
I'm gonna just
Tigers.
say the Tigers win.
Putting it out there. Okay.
Yeah, if we put it out there, sprinkle a little bit of that good shit on there. Casey Mize has a hell of a game today, and then I don't know. Who knows? I might change my pick here in a few seconds, but whatever. But right now, Yankees win this game. I don't think they win Game 5 because the simple
Yeah,
fact is in Toronto and that place is electric.
absolutely
So,
electric.
but I think Cam Schlitter has a Cam Schlitter game.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see if
I,
he can do it again.
I would love to see it because in the postseason, Varland, who's pitching for the Blue Jays, he's 0-1 with a 6.75 ERA and
Hmm.
only has 3 strikeouts and only went 2 2/3.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
I feel like you have to go Schlitter today.
Yeah. I look. I hate the Yankees. I still am going to go Toronto just because I hate the Yankees. But you're right. If there's one game that you should pick them in,
If
it's
if
this
there's
one today.
one game, it's this one. And over under 8.5, I think the ball flies, especially off the Yankees bats.
Are they using the torpedo bats?
Well, so certain guys are.
Are
So
they
like
really?
Jazz is. It's a Jazz Chisholm model. And the only reason he's using it is because his hands aren't quick enough to get the bat through the zone. So that's why he was able to, with the torpedo bats, you don't have to pull your hands in.
Hmm.
You can hit it more towards the handle and you get more of the barrel because that's all they did. They moved the barrel just down towards the knob of
Yeah.
the bat. And so that was the whole reason. Jazz was struggling because he couldn't get his hands through.
Hmm.
So Marucci designed this bat to
Hmm.
where they said, "Hey, basically, just swing, kid," and
Yeah.
he did. The first game they used him, they had 9 home runs in against fucking
Yeah.
Brewers.
I remember that.
So I don't know.
Man, that's so crazy that you just said that because look at what from that moment at the beginning of the year, whenever everybody has that happen and say, "Oh, the Brewers are chalked; they're going to suck this year," to now,
Right.
yeah, that's
Exactly. And it's that's why baseball is a beautiful sport, is because shit
mhm.
can happen like that and all of a sudden something clicks. Let's go on a heater here.
I love it. So many games to be played.
Yes.
So it
A lot of
changes.
people say there's too many. Even Anthony Rendon says that it's way too many.
Who cares what Anthony Rodon thinks at this point? Go play a baseball game.
Absolutely.
Yeah, quit
Again, I
complaining.
think
Out
he's been
there
there
play.
4 years and I don't think he's played a full season.
Yeah, go play a full season. Quit getting hurt. It's on you. We're paying. They pay you not to get hurt, like to
Right.
keep
They
yourself
pay
healthy.
you a handsome amount of money, especially the Angels. The Angels signed him to an ungodly amount of money, which
Hmm.
at the time, coming off the I want to say he was with the Nationals when they
Yeah,
won the World Series.
19. Yeah, he
Yeah.
was.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So coming off a great year,
Hmm.
signs. I get it. I get why they signed him to that.
Yeah.
But he played in 53 games in a 60-game season that next season.
Dude, if it wasn't for Strasburg, like having the postseason of his life, Rendon was the MVP,
Right.
100%.
Yeah. And well, Howie Kendrick was there too. And Howie Kendrick,
Okay, yeah,
yeah.
fair.
Howie
Yeah,
Kendrick was the most clutch guy on that
yeah.
team. I don't know. Rendon could be a whole episode. We could
Literally.
sit here and talk about Anthony Rendon and how shitty he's been for the last 4 or 5 years. And
After being
I'm pretty
so
sure
good
we tallied up all the games he's played since he got to the Angels. I thought it was 147, if I remember that correctly.
in 4 years.
Yes.
How much was that contract?
325 for 8, I believe.
You know, they say the best paying job in the world is backup QB. I'm pretty sure it's injured sports, injured third base
It's
for the
no
Angels.
being Anthony Rendon
Yeah, big Anthony
or
Rendon.
being a highly talented player for the Angels.
Yeah, that's the best job in the
You
world.
don't have to worry about winning.
No,
There's zero stress. There's
no.
zero stress on you.
Show up. That's
Show
all
up.
we ask. Just show up.
Show up, hit 240,
Yeah.
maybe a
Get
couple
hurt.
homers.
Go to rehab.
Yeah.
We'll pay you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Playing about 10 games, go
Mhm.
on the IL for 14, come
Yeah.
back playing 5, go back on the IL for 7. Like,
Truly, true embodiment of
yeah.
just don't give a shit.
Might as well work on like the offshore rigs.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it's basically the
Yeah.
same schedule.
Yeah.
Basically the
Literally.
same schedule.
Yeah.
But
Except they're
yeah,
getting
I'm
paid.
taking the Yankees in this game. I hate to do it, and Jace would fucking kill me if he. I hope he listens so that he can. He knows where I stand on this. But Cam Slitter's about to fucking deal, and I hate to even say it. It hurts. I think
It
my
hurts.
throat hurts right now just talking about how I think the Yankees are going to win today. But I think it's going to happen. Last game of the day, and then we'll go ahead and sign out and let you go about your day, and let me go take a little nap.
Take a nap.
Yeah. Phillies and Dodgers. I got a problem. I got a problem with this because matchup predictor on ESPN has the Dodgers at a 74.7% that they will win. The top of this lineup has not done dick for the Phillies.
Mm-hmm.
Kyle Schwarber's been quiet.
Yeah.
Bryce Harper's been quiet. Trey Turner's been quiet. Bryce Harper got booed
Yeah.
in Citizens Bank.
Not the first time.
No, not the first time.
Yeah.
But also, if you know that fan base, you know that they also got behind Trey Turner when he was in a slump.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm hoping if this does get to 5 and get back to Philly, that they will get behind Bryce Harper and do the same, get behind this top of the lineup. And so here's the thing that I don't like is that I want the Phillies to win this series. I want the Phillies to win a World Series
Mm-hmm.
because if they don't, they have one more year
Yeah.
and then everybody's a free agent.
Everybody's a free agent. Mm-hmm.
They have one more year, then everybody's a free agent, and that's not good for this Phillies organization.
No, they're
Now
holding
they spent the
together.
money once. Will they spend it again? That's a question that we don't know. And I hope that they do. But you're going to have to get all new players because all your players are getting older.
Mm-hmm.
Like Bryce is in his 30s and Trey Turner's probably in his 30s. Like Kyle Schwarber's getting up there in age. You wanted to trade away Castellanos. You wanted to trade away Alec Boehm.
Mm-hmm.
You have Luzardo. Good job.
Dude, I'm building around Alec Bone. Dude is electric.
I love it. And he's dating Aaron Dolan too. Like you can't.
Come on.
Yeah. That's like so when Justin Verlander found when him and Kate Upton got together, right?
Mm-hmm.
They got married. And that's whenever Verlander started throwing gas, like 98, 99 after the year before he was throwing like 94,
Yeah, I wonder
95.
why.
Like, and I kept telling Jace, he's found the fountain of youth in Kate Upton because he's
Mm-hmm.
41 now, 42. and
Yeah,
just fucking dominating, dude. Like still bringing it.
dude. If I'm going home to Kate Upton every night, I'm still doing.
Absolutely,
Yeah. What do you mean?
100%. And
Yeah.
that's what some people, they didn't understand. Well, how he has to be on something? No, he's in something.
He's in something.
He's in
Yes.
something, and it's
Yes.
Kate Upton.
Yes. Dude, they aren't even thinking about how much that affects the mental psyche of an older man. Like,
Absolutely,
I bagged the finest woman in the world at this time.
100%.
I am the shit. I can do this
He's
forever.
easily one of the best things he's probably ever done.
Yeah,
Right
straight up.
now, they have a kid, and he became a father at 40 years old.
Mm-hmm.
Like he's
Dude,
just
Verlander's a gangster, bro.
he's in his prime, dude. He's in his
Dude,
prime. And then
yeah.
you go to Alec Bohm. Alec Bohm's young, man. He's young.
Mm-hmm.
He's 20, 27,
Yeah,
28.
28, 27.
Yeah, like he's a young kid still trying to kind of find his way. And the Phillies wanted to trade him, but I think it's because the Phillies know that if they don't start getting rid of some of these players, like they're gonna have to spend some money. And I
Yeah,
don't think they really want to.
yeah, so do you. I understand that Schwarber is, he's your dude right
Yes.
there with Trey and Bryce.
Yep.
But out of those three, personally, Schwarber is the one that I'm letting go of to make room for a new face.
Yeah. Well,
That's your. I mean, yeah, he's your dude, but he's a DH. You can find another guy that's gonna fill in that role, but it's hard to find players like Trey Turner, Alec Bowen, you know, guys like that.
yeah, and you need for Castellanos for something to happen with Castellanos, you need a natural disaster or something like that to
Yeah,
happen
straight up.
because that's the only time he enjoys playing baseball. It seems like if you you've seen that conspiracy theory,
Oh yeah, yeah.
yeah,
It,
it's all over.
yeah.
Um, but if you look at the top of this lineup right now, just
Mm-hmm.
so far in the postseason, right? They've only played 2 games,
Mm-hmm.
and so far, Trey Turner's hitting 143, Kyle Schwarber's over,
Yeah.
Bryce Harper 143, Alec
Mm-hmm.
Bohm 167. Realmuto is the only one that's hitting. He's hitting 375.
Consistent. Love
Right.
Ramito.
And Castellanos 167. Edmundo Sosa. Sosa's hitting 330.
Nice.
Right. Harrison Bader. I don't know why he's not in the starting lineup every single time. Harrison Bader, since coming to the Phillies this year, because he got traded. He got
Mm-hmm.
traded mid year and went to this Phillies team and is hitting like 310 with
Damn.
this Phillies team. Like he's tearing the cover off the ball, and you had him come off the bench last night and he pinch hit, base hit. He can
Yeah.
steal bases. He can cover so much ground in the outfield. He's fast as fuck. And
Mm-hmm.
you have him on the bench.
Yeah.
Why?
Who's the manager again? Is it?
Um,
I don't know
hold
why I
on.
thought.
Hold on. Why is it not coming to me? Why is it
No,
not coming to me?
Francona popped in my head. It's not Francona.
Rob Thompson.
Rob Thompson.
Yes.
So right here on the injury report, it shows Harrison Bader's day to day.
That could be why. But he came in pinch hit, base hit.
Yeah.
I don't
I don't know, man.
I don't know
know
either,
why
but
they've been playing.
Jesus Luzardo ended up taking the loss in game 2, and that's supposed to be your guy. And now you got Aaron Nola pitching today,
Yeah.
and that's that's what scares me because Aaron Nola has a 6,000 ERA and
Yeah.
he's not the Aaron Nola of old. He is an old Aaron Nola.
His frisbee ain't frisbeeing no more,
No,
man.
it's not.
Not doing it
It's not.
anymore.
His frisbee got a crack in it, brother. It's
Yeah.
just it's wobbling.
Yeah.
And it's one of those things to where if Aaron Nola doesn't pull a 29-year-old Aaron Nola out of his ass today, it's
It's over.
it's Cancun.
Yeah.
You're going to the beach, bud.
But it's crazy because like they've been good all year again, but you're playing the Dodgers.
It's
Who,
every year, dude. Every
but
year.
dude, the Dodgers are so good this year that they coasted to 93 wins.
Yes,
They weren't
they
even
coast.
trying.
So when they ended up getting when they got Otani, I
Mhm.
automatically said they're a 100-win team for the next 10 years.
Yeah,
And they proved me wrong this year.
yeah,
Then they got Yamamoto. Then um they brought Teoscar over.
mm-hmm.
They ended up getting Tommy Edman.
Mm-hmm.
Like they have all this fucking talent. They have all this talent that they traded away Dustin May.
Yeah,
Like you have Blake Trinan in your bullpen. Tanner Scott hasn't been Tanner Scott, but he also played for the fucking Marlins.
yeah,
Anybody can look good on the Marlins.
yeah,
So you have all these guys, and whenever they got all those guys, I said, okay, you have to win 8 out of the next 10 World Series for this to even matter.
straight up.
That you spent, they have over $1 billion in deferred money,
Yeah,
in deferred contracts.
yeah,
You have the best athlete in Major League Baseball today in Mookie Betts.
mm-hmm.
You have Freddie Freeman.
One
You
of the
and
best first basemen ever.
correct.
Yeah,
You still have Teoscar. You have Tommy Edman. You have oh fuck. Why am I drawing a blank on their players? That you have Shohei. You have fucking Shohei Otani.
yeah.
Right? Miguel Rojas has been he's day to day, but that dude's been a fucking lightning bolt in their lineup.
Your pitchers are stacked. You got Glass now, Snell. You've got freaking. I mean, it's you're literally the best team in the
Yes.
league.
And you have Yamamoto going, who leads the
Mm-hmm.
Dodgers in every pitching category that there is right now. His
Mm-hmm.
curveball is disgusting, and he's throwing it to both righties and lefties against his Phillies team, and they are swinging and missing.
Yeah,
They are not hitting the ball at all. I've just said you have Schwarber, who's over, and you got two other guys in your top three, in your 1, 2, 3, that are hitting under 200, under 150
yeah.
in 2 games. That should not happen.
No,
That should not happen with this team. This team
no.
is dominant, and this Dodgers team, they're built to win in the postseason.
They're built to win championships. Yeah,
Absolutely,
they're
and so
like
which is
get in
why
the playoffs and then turn it on.
I want to
Um,
see the Phillies win today, but I can't do it.
I can't do it.
I can't take them. Yamamoto is about to fucking destroy them.
Yeah, and you've got old man Nola on the mound,
Yeah,
and your guys just can't hit. I know that Philly every now and then brings out that Philly magic, but
but it's not in Philly.
it's not in Philly.
It's not.
You
You're in Dodger Stadium, and you have good luck.
yeah,
That's it.
good luck.
Yeah,
You are literally as in the corner as you can be if you're Philly right here. So
absolutely.
I guess you know where the Dodgers are going after this. They're winning and everything, but where do you go if you're the Phillies after this? If you get eliminated.
Yeah, you
If,
have to. Well, so here's my thing. I think everybody should have. I think every ballpark should be locked for at least 2 weeks after the season ends.
okay.
After your season ends, just go on vacation. Just and
Mhm.
forget everything that just happened because you know just as much as I do. In baseball, it is a very much flush it and move on to the next thing,
Yep.
and that's in anything you do in baseball.
Yep.
The pitch by pitch,
Yep.
like
So what next
it's
pitch?
yeah,
Yeah.
it's hey, oh man, I just struck out. Okay, to end the inning. All right, well now I gotta go fucking play shortstop.
Hmm.
So if I carry that strikeout with me, I'm about to make an error at shortstop. Then it just piles on, piles on, piles on.
Hmm.
Give them. I think it takes 2 weeks because it takes about 2, 3 days to get over the fact that you just like your season's over.
Hmm.
And then after that, that's whenever you go, okay, hey, can we not bite? All right, yes, you're purring. I understand. But uh, it takes a couple of days for you to kind of get over the fact that your season's over.
You're done. Yeah.
And then after that, it's all right, what's next? And you're itching. You're itching to get back in there. And that's what
Hmm.
you want out of a player. You want a player to be itching to get back in there. I don't think a
Hmm.
player like Anthony Rendon is itching to get back in the clubhouse after the season ends.
Hmm.
I think a player like Bryce Harper is itching to get back in the lab.
Yeah.
Like a guy like Trey Turner,
Hmm.
a guy like Kyle Schwarber. Like this Phillies team is built to make it to the postseason. They haven't won in the postseason They haven't been to the World Series since.
It's been a while.
Yeah. The
Yeah,
last one they won was
2008.
08.
Yeah, against the Rays.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So they're essentially like, to me, they're the Yankees.
Yeah,
They're the
a lot
Yankees
of
in the
money,
NL.
big market team.
Big market
All
team. They
there.
spend a lot of money. They make the playoffs, but they just don't get there. They
Hmm.
don't get there. The Yankees, they made it there at least, but they lost
Hmm.
to the Dodgers team. That's fucking insane.
Yeah, Dodgers going on a 5-year run.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And which is why today I can't pick the Phillies.
no, I can't.
There's no
No.
way. There's no,
You-
unless, like I said, unless Aaron Nola pulls 29-year-old Aaron Nola out of his ass, and then all of a sudden this top of the lineup gets going for the
that's
Phillies.
it.
That's the
That's
only
what,
things that need to happen. And if that
yeah,
happens, you have a high scoring game, and you have a good game.
yeah. So the Phillies, according to the chances, have a 25% chance of what you just said happening. Because that's the
Yeah,
only way that they're going to
that's
win.
the only way they're going to win.
Yeah,
That's plain and simple the only way they're going to win.
yeah,
So
and it's it's sad seeing the Phillies have this happen to them because I feel like everybody has that little place in their heart as a baseball fan for that 2008 Phillies team
yeah,
because it was so legendary. One hitter, great team, beat the Rays. It was a fun team. So Utley was big at the time.
yeah.
You know,
He ended up
it's
going to the fucking Dodgers and ended up. He has a very good interview with Big Cat, and
yeah.
he went on Barstool, and they talked about like him being considered like a dirty player
Mhm.
because he likes to come in spikes high every now and then. I don't mind it.
I don't
It
mind.
all depends. He's a team guy, which means like he if him coming in spikes high at second base means that they don't get the double play, so be it.
So I think the issue was like yeah, we've all played, we've all come in spikes high, we've all done, I mean, I've got scars on my hands from kids coming in spikes high, like
Yep.
that, whatever, that's part of the game.
I've seen Trey Gallman break a leg at, I think it was 11 years old. Guy come in at third base and he grabs the ball, goes to tag him, and guy comes in and just at the shin
Yeah,
and just broke his fucking
I,
leg.
I think it was the way that Utley's went down where it was almost like he went out of his way to do it to do it.
Yes.
Like there's always the thing like, the hidden ball trick, if you're gonna do something, be sneaky about it.
Right.
So like don't make
Kind
it
kind of bush league, but I love it when it gets pulled off.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
it's one of those. Like I'm okay. I don't like it. Like it's a way to get an out. I get it,
Hmm.
and I'm not the biggest fan of it. But when it's executed perfectly, huge fan.
Right. Exactly. And so it's like whenever you successfully execute the breakup, the double play without getting caught, it's like, oh hell yeah! And I think that that's what pissed people off is that he just like was like, fuck that, I'm taking this dude out to break up this double play. Like
Yes.
we were taught as kids, like to slide feet first with your hands up like that to
Yeah.
try to get in the way of the fielder,
Right.
but dude tried to take him out. I think that's what pissed people off with that one.
Yeah. Yeah. But look, this Philly team, they obviously have to win a day, but they got to win three in a row. And
Yeah.
I don't see it happening. I don't see them winning today even. So
Mhm.
Philly season, I don't want to see it over. Yeah, I know you probably don't either. But hey, that's my
You ready?
bobblehead. That is my Torrey Hunter bobblehead. We don't touch that.
Get ready to learn Uno Mas Cerveza, Phillies.
Yes, absolutely.
Hmm.
So with that being said, Zach, it's been a pleasure, brother. Um, just stay on for a little bit so we can get your shit to upload after I
Okay.
hit stop. But it's been a pleasure, brother. We need to go play golf. I know
Yeah.
we've talked about it before. We need to go play golf with Mr. Bailey Mack.
Yeah, man.
Shout out to Mr. Bailey.
B Mac.
Good lord. Hey, can you get out the frame? Anyway, no, but look, we'll go ahead and we'll schedule something. We'll go play golf and we'll have you back on whenever you want, man. It's been a great time. So,
Yeah.
with that being said, we'll go ahead and take us out. Thank you everybody for tuning in. This has been Diamond Deck Discussions. Y'all know where to go follow us on all our social media. If you don't, scroll, go find it.
Go
All right.
find it.
Thank y'all.
Thank you
Later.
guys.